Hello everyone and welcome to Smash Com Tourney of Tourneys. This is just a quick update that I'm going to be introducing as of, it'll be the start of Series 3 now, but I thought I should add it at the end of Series 2, just to make things interesting. But if you haven't watched anything previous to this, then feel free to skip on to the next introduction video. If you are live and watching this as of the date it aired, feel free to crack on. So that is from the start of Series 2 Beta League 7. And what a time to introduce it. So switch off now, unless you don't have to. Then let's crack on. How things worked before was in the drafting system. So basically these 16 fighters here get relegated and they get put into the drafting. These 16 fighters, along with the 8 from last season, so where that red line is at the bottom there, those 8 all go into something called the Gamma League, in which they compete to re-enter the main league. That's always happened, and in that kind of way that it's the first 24 fighters. However, it doesn't make sense to have D1 and D2, so these two here, to be equal. What seems fair to me is that the D2 fighters get pushed all the way down to the secondary drafting league, which is the Delta League. So, see where all these characters are below the red line. So Inkling, Mewtwo, Daisy, Sora, etc, etc. They would have to compete in the Delta League. So what I'm going to do now is that those guys will now get to compete in the Gamma League, which means that these 16 fighters here will be in next year's Gamma League. Hopefully this will change up all like new fighters coming and going, rather than these bottom 16, or the bottom 8 should I say, just recycling and coming down and going back up and then getting relegated again. It used to be that red line there, but now it's this bottom red line. So unfortunately there will be 3 fighters who, after the Delta League, who end in the bottom 3, that will only be in the Delta League. So that's Min Min, Ness and Ridley. And obviously the importance of the Gamma and Delta League is the Gamma League. If you're in that, you get an opportunity to qualify, but if you fail, you then get another attempt in the Delta League. So being in the Gamma is much better. Am I doing this just because Sora is in the Gamma League? Probably, to be honest, but it'd be nice to see some new fighters, and I think that's the best way to go. So the reason I tell you this now, as of Series 2 Beta League 7, is because we're right near the end, and I want to whack on that pressure for those bottom 8 fighters. So, as of this point, Lucas, Greninja, Duck Hunt Duo, Young Link, Peach, Roy the Boy, Diddy Kong and Wolf will end up going straight into the Delta League, so they will only have one opportunity to qualify again. If you're going to suck, you've got to work harder to get back, but seems the only fair way to get new fighters involved. So let's see how they get on in this next tournament. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Smash Com Tourney of Tourneys, Series 2 Beta League number 7. Hopefully you saw that little bit of video to begin with. If you didn't, you just skipped like a minute. Like, what's up with you? But yeah, just saying that basically the bottom 8 fighters will miss out on the Gamma League and go straight into the Delta League, meaning that hopefully loads of Gamma League fighters will be some new Gamma League fighters will be coming into the main leagues. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Apart from that, we got a tourney on our hands. Like, those days have gone where there was no Crystal Leagues, because we have 3 today. 3. And they're not uber important, but we still have 3. And this is like crunch time now. Like, the fighters have to start winning. Otherwise, they're going down, and down further than they thought as well. Like, damn. Anyway, Rosalina and Luma from the Cosmo Vipers versus Ken from the Shroom Dogs. So let's have a look at their rankings right now. So to avoid relegation, you need to be 48th upwards. And we've got Rosalina in 47th and Ken in 45th, which is absolutely bonkers for how important this match is now. Because one of these fighters are going to go straight down into the relegation zone if they lose this. So a win here is crucial. We saw what that did for Marth in the last Alpha League tournament, so let's not, like, shun that. Where's my papers anyway? You know I like my papers. Right. I got the papers, got the papers. Anyway, so far, Roz is fighting extremely well. And Ken is getting the odd attack in, which is very Ken. And the party ball has thrown out some killer items, including invincibility and one of those hammers. And Roz has picked it up, and Roz wins, which means that poor old Ken is going to lose some rank here. Let's see. So let's do Roz first. So 11 wins to 14 losses puts her in 46th. So she's only moved up a little bit there. And Ken, where you at, Ken? There you are. 3 to 7, which puts him in 47th. So again, he is just about avoiding relegation. But if other Beta League fighters do well, then he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. So, and that's a good win for the Vipers, who are making their way towards first and second place, which is the Cockadoodle Dudes and the Red Robots, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Crystal League match on the horizon between Steve from the Cockadoodle Dudes versus Greninja from the Energy Source. And this is for the Ruby Crystal match. And it's happened before. I don't suppose you remember that one, as it was this series. If you didn't, Steve won. And Steve is ranked 18th. And Greninja is in serious trouble in 58th. So that currently puts him in D2, which, like I said, that is screaming for the Delta League. So you do not want to end in D2. And that sucks, because I love Roy the Boy, but, you know, things have to change. Things have to change. Hopefully it made sense as well. Like, that's going to be in with the introduction videos, so that's going to be really confusing if you're watching them and you don't skip. It's going to be like, what? No way does Roy the Boy end up that far down. Saying that, at that point, they probably don't know who Roy the Boy is. They probably still think it's Bowser Jr. Anyway, back to Tourney of Tourneys. And we have a Caesar on the field. I'm not going to do a Pokemon. I'm not going to do a Pokemon because I can only have one add-on on the screen at once. And you've got the Ruby Crystal on the screen. So I'm not going to take that away. I'm going to leave that on. And there's been a lot of Pokemon actually. I've noticed 3. I don't know who's had what, but... I was just about to say, I was going to do a classic me and say Greninja's actually holding on, but as soon as I thought it, Greninja died. It's not just words, you see, it's all in the mind. So, 8 to 15, Greninja's 59th, and how far away is he? So he's 1 point off of D1 now, which is still relegation, but it gives him a better chance, but he's in serious trouble. Whereas Steve continues to do well, and he's ranked 16th. And gets a crucial win for the Dudes that put the Dudes in first place. Only by 1 point though. This is a great fight, and this is Cloud versus Dark Samus. Oh, should also say, obviously, Steve, well done for winning a Crystal League match. I'm going to add that on there. He's won 2, and they've both been against Greninja, so winner, winner. He goes through to obviously face Rosalina and Luma. And yes, Cloud, who's ranked 48th, so on the cusp of relegation in itself, whereas Dark Samus is 44th. And remember, Dark Samus went quite a while without getting any wins and then turned it around in a recent tournament. Even Cloud had a good last one, actually, so hopefully Cloud can crack on for the fossil fuels, as we have a first fuels fighter and a first tech fighter of the day. Okay, Cloud does have his limit break and is on a low percentage. I'm pretty sure he picked up a maximum tomato, which I missed. Oh no, it's one of them super warp style things. Oh no, Cloud, no. Okay, it's not killed Cloud, it has killed Dark Samus, which means Cloud wins. And that should put him 11 for 14 in 46th. That is so hard to get a few ranks in that kind of bottom area of F tier. Dark Samus, 3 for 7, which was about the same as Ken. So Dark Samus is now 47th. With Ken, believe it or not. And a good win there for Cloud, which is great news for anyone who has him, which at the moment, I can't really remember, to be honest. Shout outs to all the Cloud people. Let's have a look. Okay, who has Cloud? Don't know, I can't see him. There he is. Mega Drive. We Will Rock You. The Pit Crew, and Boom Makalaka. And next up, Mr. Game & Watch from the Gumtech versus Duck Hunt Duo from the Red Robots. And these guys have fought recently, and Duck Hunt won that as well. But will he win today? Or will Mr. Game & Watch be on form? Okay, that Pokemon seemed to give Mr. Game & Watch his special instantly. Which means by the time I've read this Pokemon's name, Mr. Game & Watch is probably going to win, as he's turned into a huge octopus. He actually didn't win. So that may give me time to read this Pokemon's name. As Duck Hunt is getting slammed about. Yeah, I think it's Victini? I don't know. I made this so small that you can't see it, and it's got no pictures. So, you know what? Goodbye. Goodbye to that sheet. Only for now, anyway. But that's a great win there for Mr. Game & Watch, who was ranked in 54th, and that should put him up to 49th. So he's gone up 5 ranks. Now that is 5 ranks from the start of last Alpha League, so he's overtaken a lot of Alpha League fighters, basically, who moved down. So he needs one more win to get out of relegation, which is good. But Duck Hunt, who was already in D2 tier, is about to go even further down. 8 for 15, and he's now 59th. So Duck Hunt will probably end up in the Gamma League, Delta League at this point. If you've not watched the Gamma and Delta League, I get this might be confusing, so I'm really sorry, but they're worth watching when they are released, so please watch. Nah, it's all good. Anyway, MVP of the Beta League. What's his face? Mr. Tell I'm doing a lot and all at once. Is King K. Rool versus Young Link from the Fossil Fuels and King K. Rool from the Cockadoodle Dudes. King K. Rool has beaten Young Link before, which is no shock as Young Link is 60th and in deep trouble versus 7th. The 7th highest ranked fighter. Obviously the top Alpha League, Beta League fighter, sorry. And currently an All-Star, but he is in trouble if he doesn't start winning some matches, if he wants to stay as an All-Star. Still had a great tournament, bear in mind. So, next up. Young Link has grown, which has been the death of King K. Rool. So, okay, that's going to put him in trouble. So 22 for 14, and King K. Rool is now 8th. And he is only 1 point clear of 9th place. Which is, and of Pyromithra. So Pyromithra on 7 in total, and King K. Rool's on 8. So potentially Pyromithra could climb above King K. Rool by the end of this tournament. But we'll see. She has not got an easy match. Young Link, however, with a crucial win, 7 wins to 14, still 60th. That's how far down that is. But I know quite a lot of people have Young Link, so that's pretty awesome, and I will try and pick you guys out. Young Link, the Karaoke Kings, Benny P, obviously to start. And lots of others. It come up on the screen. But anyway, I've got to introduce this one because it's Pac-Man from the Energy Source. One of the best fighters of this series, actually. Versus Snake, one of the worst fighters of this series, who the only hope he had left was winning the Crystal League match. One more Crystal League match in the Emerald League, but he had that at the start of the season and hasn't landed an Emerald League fight for the whole series. And it's been stripped from him, as last Alpha League, obviously, Simon won, and that was pretty crazy. So poor old Snake has turned out to be a real terrible choice. As for rank, Snake is 41st, so he's probably safe from relegation. He's won this fight, of course he's won this fight. Snake's turned up to play now. Again, loads of people with Snake. Obviously Mega Drive for sure, because he's got Snake as his logo. Boom, I think you've got Snake as well. And to anyone else who has Snake. Tenement Chilies, Thud, you got Snake. Chode. And King K. Rool rules. Right, Snake. Snake? Snake. Snake's got to 40th anyway. And Pac-Man, that was a real gutting loss there. He's 18 for 15. He's gone from 20th to 25th, so it's out of pro position. A Snake gets through. And to face Young Link as well, that's quite a doable match and quite crucial for both of those guys. Next up, we have Diddy Kong from the Shroom Dogs versus Jigglypuff from Gorilla Limon. Diddy Kong's beaten Jigglypuff before, and I should do a couple of Ultimate Dream Team shoutouts. Jigglypuff is in both the top teams, the Karaoke Kings and When Life Gives You Lemons. Also in the bottom team, the Wonder Boys and Tenman Chilies as well. Another fighter there for Thud. And Diddy Kong is in the Randominators, SP's team, and Boom Makalaka and Tenman Chilies. So, Thud, you got both of these. Oh, what a day. You'll get someone through. And it'll be Jigglypuff, as Diddy Kong is out. Diddy Kong is pretty bad. Again, I didn't read rank there, but that was another crucial fight, as Jigglypuff is ranked 56th, which is just above D2, and Diddy Kong is one of the worst fighters. So, Diddy, 4 for 15, which puts him in 64th, so that's below Wolf at the moment, which is pretty bad. You don't want to be below Wolf, but he is yet to win a fight this tournament. And Jigglypuff, 9 for 14, so Jigglypuff goes up to 55th, which is still in relegation. Big ask there for Jigglypuff as well. A lot of people who are down there now. But now there's that difference of D1 and D2. Being in D1 is so much more crucial. It's your only way back. Next up is a fight that happened, I think a few tournaments ago actually. Because I used it as the thing. I always forget the bloody name of this thing. The thumbnail. Thumbnail. I used it as the thumbnail for one of the tourneys. And that's Rob from the Red Robots versus Incineroar from the Fossil Fuels. And how are the Fuels doing? They're in 4th right now. Robots and Cockadoodle Dudes are still both on 10 each. And the Vipers are on 8. So there is room for the Vipers to overtake the team who won last time, don't forget. And then had to change their team up massively. Anyway, great news for anyone who has Incineroar. So, we're talking Roy, we're talking SP, we're talking Jaff, and we're talking Rachel. All you guys with Incineroar. He finally gets through. Again, terrible, terrible tournament. Needed that. As he moves up to 41st. And Rob, who was one of the better fighters of Series 2, who's in 19th at the moment, goes down to 24th. And a rare win for Incineroar, who goes into a Pokemon Crystal League match against Jigglypuff in the Opal League. And Jigglypuff has 1 win, Incineroar has none. So, see if they can build on that. That's a 4th Crystal League match that's going to happen this tourney. Anyway, we go over to the right, in which we have Piranha Plant for the Cockadoodle Dudes versus Fox for the Cosmo Vipers. So, as for team ranks go, this is a real crucial match for Fox if the Vipers want to catch up with the Dudes. Yeah, exciting times. Piranha Plant is in no dream teams, whereas Fox is in some. A lot of the bottom ones. So, he's in Wah, he's in Boom Makalaka, and he's in the Wonder Boys, who have now moved above Team Nuggets. I've not done many pop-ups today, have I? What a bum. Maybe I should do one for that blue pixel thing that has picked up Piranha Plant and it hasn't killed her. So I really thought it would. I'm going to try and find it. So many things. Okay, I found it. So those blue pixel things are called, it's called Boss Gallagher. This zippy item will try and capture opponents with a tractor beam and then carry them into space. Almost instant KO. Anyway, Fox is fighting averagely here. We're all rooting for him. Except for any Cockadoodle Dudes fans. Need a big hit here. That's good from Fox. Not enough though. He's not got a great grab move. Ah, that is robbery. Robbery. Piranha Plant gets the win. 7 for 5. Moves up to 30th. Whereas Fox now is... he's 53rd. So Fox here could be in deep, deep trouble. He's 55th. So still in D1, but just about. And that is really bad from someone who's meant to be a really good fighter. One of my favourites. There he is. And fails for the Cosmo Vipers. and putting the dudes above the red robots now. Crazy stuff going on. The red robots can claw some back here if Roy the Boy, ranked 62nd, stands a chance against Banjo and Kazooie, ranked 36th for the energy source. And we know, obviously, Roy and Star Roys have Roy the Boy, as he's the only team too. Respect to you, Roy. And Banjo is in, I'm pretty sure he's in Tenement Chili's and Boom Akalaka. If my memory serves me correctly. No. Was the answer to that one? He is in We Will Rock You. He's in Ash's team. And at the moment, no one has moved in the ranks apart from Austin going above Molly to now being 14th. Apart from that, no one else has moved yet. All starts to happen later on, doesn't it, in like the second round. And at the moment, it's a pretty close fight. As Roy the Boy gets a Pokemon and is then stunned to the ground. I think it's called a Swirlix. It is called a Swirlix. Swirlix creates a pink cloud that slows nearby opponents in a similar fashion to the timer. There you go. And Banjo gets the win, which... Roy the Boy. Roy the Boy, 5 for 15. He's now 62nd and has one more tournament to try and claw his way out. And to be honest, I don't even think he can. He may be going straight into the Delta League. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, Banjo, what we're saying, 7 for 6 now as he moves up to 35th, which is great, obviously, for the energy source. Needed that. And facing his Piranha Plant in the next round, a Cockadoodle Dude. I want to see those team ranks. Dude's on 11. Robots on something. I forgot. Robots on 8. So they're 3 points behind the dudes at the moment. And the Cosmo Vipers have once again drawn each other. Now, it's quite a few times now. 18 times. So they're the highest team that have fought each other, and this is going to be 19. That's Wolf versus Richter. Wolf, who is fighting well, but has not won a single fight this whole tournament, versus Richter, who's ranked 14th. So it's now or never, Wolf, or you will literally be a goner. And an absolute shock as Richter goes for the assist trophy. Wolf finds a gap. And just bravo to Wolf, because Richter is a big favourite. I did want Richter to win, I'm not going to lie. 11 to 6 for Richter now, goes down to 16th. So he's one of the best Beta League fighters, and he's sadly moved down. And Wolf gets a win. 4 for 14. Wolf has gone above Roy the Boy, and is now a minus 10. So he's 4 from victory. So, well, I say from victory, from like moving up a tier into D1, which is still not that good, but... a rare win for Wolf, which means everyone's won a fight this series. Congratulations. And to face Wolf in the next round is either going to be Corin from the Energy Source or TL, Toon Link from Gorilla Limon. An Energy Source and one of my best fighters. Love Toon Link. Let's do some Dream Team stuff. Corin is in, I believe, the Randominators and the Pit Crew. And Toon Link, I believe, is in Magnum Condoms and When Life Gives You Lemon. So, Jamie, you are 1 point off of Benny P at the moment. So, a win here for Toon Link will put you in joint first. If. It's a real big if. But, TL's picked up a Pokemon, which is a Goldeen. Which I would love to read the description of Goldeen, in fairness, because I know it does nothing. Goldeen. Goldeen flops on the ground, causing no damage in the process. The shame. Oh, yeah, that was worth it. That was worth creating a little thing for at the bottom. Yeah, well worth it. And TL's picked up a baseball, which I believe... it doesn't matter what the baseball does, because Toon Link has won, which means that When Life Gives You Lemons and Jamie are now joined with Benny P. Obviously, still lots of fights to go. Toon Link moves up to 30th from 34th, and unfortunately for Corin, she moves down from 53rd to 55th. So Corin down there with Fox and Falco. Damn it. Great Great news, though, for Toon Link, who faces Wolf in the next round, so should be a given to beat him, but we'll see. As we face last time's winner, Isabel. Ugh, I hate even to say it. Isabel from the Gumtech versus Lucas from the Shroom Dogs. Possibly two of my worst characters. However, it is overshadowed by the fact that it is a crystal match in the Topaz League. And if Isabel wins, she'll be on 3, which is 1 behind Ice Climbers. And if Lucas wins, that'll be his first. So these guys are no dream teams because you guys have taste. One day I'm going to get some Isabel and Lucas fans. You know it. And just like that, Isabel is out. Now, Isabel was ranked 19th and Lucas was 57th. So Lucas wasn't the favourite to win there, but in doing so, could help him climb the ranks. Oh, I said that Isabel won. What am I doing to myself? Isabel lost. Goes down to 25th and out of pro position. And Lucas, 9 for 14. So Lucas is now 54th. Goes above Fox. Out of D2 tier and into D1. Which means he would go into the Gamma League. I'm sorry to keep repeating this, but I want it to sink in. Anyway, well done to Lucas, who gets a win for the Shroom Dogs. And here we are in another Crystal League match in the Opal League. And it's a cracker. It's Pyra Mithra versus Wii Fit Trainer. Pyra Mithra, the second best Beta League fighter of this series, versus Wii Fit Trainer, who's beaten Pyra Mithra before and come second in the last tourney. And in the Opal League, Pyra has none, I think. Yeah, Pyra has none, but has lost 2. And one of them was to Wii Fit Trainer, who only has 1. Anyway, got to be rooting for Pyra Mithra here, but that was a heavy hit from that Warp Star. But Mithra has managed to survive. Wii Fit Trainer takes some damage. Wii Fit Trainer is a force to be reckoned with for the Cockadoodle dudes. And Pyra obviously for the Fossil Fuels. Picks up a Pokemon. Could be good. Or not. Okay, Pyra's also picked up a Beam Sword. Oh, that's a real big hit there from Wii Fit Trainer. This is a really good fight and I expected nothing less of these two. Pyra Mithra's hit with a baseball. Oh, it gets hit again. Pyra Mithra are struggling here. But managed to survive. Wii Fit Trainer just keeps dodging. That has got to be game, set, match. That is game, set, and match. And that is, oh, that is killer. So Pyra Mithra, who had the opportunity there to overtake King K. Rool, have failed to do so and have gone down to 13th now. Still the second best Beta League fighter, but that was painful. As Wii Fit Trainer shocked everyone last time by coming second, gets through again and moves up to 26th. And obviously wins that Crystal League match, which now means that Wii Fit Trainer's beaten Pyra twice. And Pyra also lost to Banjo, so all in all, Pyra's lost 3 Crystal League matches. Not great. Just when I thought she was picking up the pace. Still one more tournament. Let's not forget that. Next up, one of our struggling fighters, Falco, ranked 57th versus Lucina, ranked 37th. And if things weren't any worse, Lucina's beaten Falco twice for the Gumtech. Obviously Falco for Gorilla Limon, who are still at the bottom. They're only 2 points away from the energy source now. It's actually quite tight at the bottom 3. Which I think happened last series, actually. And Dream Team, anyone moved yet? We have had movement. And that is that. I don't know what happened there. Oh, it must have been Toon Link. Yeah, so obviously with Toon Link winning, Jamie, you are now joint points with Benny P. Defaulted first at the moment because you made your team first, but if there's a draw, we'll come to that decision when we get there. Who else has moved? Jaff, Magnum Condoms have moved up 2 again. Must have been Toon Link for you. And you've got both of these as well, Jaff, so we'll get a win here. And Young Link won, so all in all, pretty good for you. SP and Jimmy have moved down 1 position each. So let's have a quick look at that top tier. Benny P. Who have you got left? Richter, out. King K. Rool, out. But you've got Young Link and Jigglypuff. Whereas Jamie, you've got Toon Link, you've got Jigglypuff and Mr. Game & Watch. You have 3 fighters to 2 at the moment through. very tight at the top. And at the moment, Falco is getting smashed, which, like I said, it's kind of... Here we go again. It's that GTA San Andreas gif. Fuck. So, just as I was saying that Falco was not doing too well, Falco wins. He's on 9 wins to 14 and puts him up to 53rd. So Falco is 1 point from safety. So this round 2 is going to be real killer because a lot of people are going to move around. Lucina, 14 to 15. 38th. Goes below subpar now. And the last of round 1 with Peach from Gorilla Limon and Wario from the Shroom Dogs. Again, bit sucks to be Peach because Wario has beaten her twice in the past. So, let's see just what happens here. Peach, obviously in Team Nuggets, who have gone back to 14th place. And who has Wario. King K. Rool rules, who've now dropped a little bit behind the top ranks. And Staroids have as well, so you both need Wario to win here. The Randominators, SP. You also need a win from Wario to try and climb your way back up. You are 6th, you're almost 7th. 7-4 higher, right? It's a good hit there from Peach though. Doesn't seem to be giving up. But Wario's in a better position. Peach has got out of it and she is causing some damage. If she landed that, that would have been game. But she is peppering Wario with that big stick thing. But she keeps wanting to be near the edge, which is dang. Wario throws his bike. Should be legal. Okay. Peach has picked up a Caesar, which almost killed Wario. Is it going to kill him this time? No, it misses. But Peach gets in some good attacks. Wario is holding on for dear life here, but it's not enough as Peach finally and gets through for the Gorilla Limon, which is going to be crucial for those bottom rankings. She's still 61st because she's so far behind, but it's got to start somewhere, right? Wario, 11 for 15, moves down to 48th, so Wario on the cusp of relegation needs a good tournament next time. But Gorilla Limon have all 4 fighters through. That must be a first. That is surely a first. That's put them on joint points with the Energy Source, who only got through 1 fighter there with Banjo and Kazooie. Oh, no, no. I don't want the Source to be last. Anything but last. But great stuff for the Limon, who have a guaranteed win. Well, guaranteed someone through as Falco faces off against Peach. Anyway, welcome to round 2. We have Rosalina and Luma for the Cosmo Vipers versus Steve from the Cockadoodle Dudes. And again, okay, so the Vipers are 5 points behind the Dudes, so a win here would pull that back to 3. If Rosalina can beat Steve, who Rosalina is 44th, versus Steve, who's 15th. Steve's a very good fighter, and Steve is in a few dream teams. Let's have a look. He's in Tenement Chili's, and he's also in Staroids. At the moment, he is getting sucked about a bit. Go Roz. There you go. Roz wins, which is not good for Dream Team, but it is amazing for the Cosmo Vipers. Rosalina, 12 for 14 now. Pretty safe. She's 42nd, so she's on -2. She's 2 points clear. She's pretty safe. Steve loses 11 for 7, which means the highest ranked Beta League fighter left in. King K. Rool. Oh, King K. Rool's out. Pyra's out. Richter's out. Steve's out. Rob's out. Pac-Man. Isabel. Wii Fit Trainer is actually... She's the 8th best fighter in the Beta League, and she is the last fighter in. Shocking stuff. Rosalina, though, gets through for the Vipers, which means that the ranks... Oh, okay, the Cosmo Vipers have gone above the Red Robots. So they're second at the moment. Here they come. Anyway, side note, Fossil Fuels versus the Gum Tech with Cloud versus Mr. Game & Watch. And I read Cloud's out before, so let's read out Mr. Game & Watch. We've got Jamie from When Life Gives You Lemons, obviously your favourite character. Winning here would put you 1 point clear of the Karaoke Kings. King K Rule Rules, Rosie, also rooting for Mr. Game & Watch. Hopefully you're watching it together, guys. Ash, We Will Rock You, and Chode from Nippleback, all rooting for Mr. Game & Watch. But there is Cloud. And I love Cloud. So, that's where my head's at. Anyway, Mr. Game & Watch picks up an assist trophy. That's a good hit there from Cloud. Mr. Game & Watch is struggling here. Cloud's hit some really good attacks. Also, has just picked up his limit break, which hopefully he won't just waste. Like anywhere. Oh, he's used it. Yeah, he's killed Mr. Game & Watch. And Cloud gets through, and Cloud is on his way to safety, whereas Mr. Game & Watch, 10 for 15, is now 55th. So he's in trouble. And could be relegated. Whereas Cloud, 12 for 14, is now 43rd. And is how many points clear? 3. So Cloud at the moment is pretty safe. And that's great news for anyone who has Cloud, which I'll read out now. And he's one rank away from Rosalina. They're 42nd and 43rd, so that's going to be a really good third round match. But next, we have Young Link versus Snake. So Young Link is in Benny P and the Karaoke Kings. So, Young Link here would take you 1 point. 1 point ahead of When Life Gives You Lemons. But we know there's going to be people rooting for Snake. I don't know if I got to last time. I did, I think. Yeah, I did read Snakes, actually. No, I'll take it all back. I'll take it all back. What about Young Link? I didn't do Young Link. So obviously the Karaoke Kings. Magnum Condoms. Jaff, you've got him. Nathan, wow. With Falco and Young Link left in the tourney. And last place, the Wonder Boys as well. Two very popular characters here. Red Robots versus Fuel. So, Red Robots need this if they want to overtake the Vipers. But if they lose, they'll actually go down to 4th, and the Fossil Fuels will overtake them. At one point, the Red Robots were our top team, which means they've had a rough few tourneys. And Snake is struggling here, but anything could happen. Young Link, remember, needing this to try and survive relegation. Snake's finally decided to show up and play. I'm just waiting for him to get the Crystal League match. I'm so waiting. You know it's going to happen. But Young Link loses, which means that Snake wins. Young Link, 7 for 15, is 61st. It's pretty much game over for him. Whereas Snake, turning things around finally. Where are you? There you are. 13 for 14, moves up to 38th. And Snake gets that crucial win for the Red Robots as well. They really needed that, because they were slipping. They've gone back up to 2nd. And they're 2 points behind the Cockadoodle Dudes, who only have two fighters left in, which is Piranha Plant and Wii Fit Trainer, who is fighting extremely well. Anyway, Gorilla Lemon finally getting a chance to overtake the energy source with Jigglypuff versus Incineroar. And what a time to do it. It is a crystal match. With Incineroar ranked 41st and Jigglypuff in 53rd. And is 1 point from safety. But that doesn't make a difference because Incineroar wins in fighting fashion as Jigglypuff loses. Where are you at? Jigglypuff, 9 for 15, 57th. It's pretty bad. Gone into D2 now as well, so Jigglypuff would only have one opportunity to get back into the main league. Whereas Incineroar versus Snake next, is that right? 13 for 14. Yeah, so they're both... Yeah, so this is good. Anyway, let me try and round this all up. So, Incineroar obviously won a Crystal League match there. Congratulations to Incineroar for his first Crystal League win. And it was against Jigglypuff. And next would be Snake in 38th versus Incineroar in 39th. So another close fight. Both were the top 2 Beta League fighters at the start of the series and have both had a terrible tournament. So that is going to be a great fight. Not to mention, it's a Red Robot versus a Fossil Fuel and who are all fighting. There's like there's 4 points between first and fourth at the moment. So, damn, that's going to be an exciting fight. Next up is Banjo and Kazooie versus Piranha Plant. Again, dudes needing this. Source needing it just to stay afloat. But also, Banjo we want to win because Banjo is in Boom Makalaka and we will rock you, as I said last time. Boom, moving up above. Wow, now. You're now 11th. 2 points from 10th. And you've got, who have you got in? You've got Snake, you've got Banjo, you've got Cloud. You've got some good fighters through. The only people who've lost is Fox and Diddy. And that's alright to lose Fox and Diddy. At the moment, Piranha Plant is fighting well. There is that big old Pokemon there who I've not looked at. Got no pictures. I need pictures of them. Otherwise, I'm going to struggle. Okay, Banjo going for the final smash. Not destroying it though, and is now in danger territory. Especially in this level. Almost kills Piranha Plant there. Twice, actually. Come on, Banjo. Yes, Banjo wins. He's on 8 for 6 now. Moves up to 33rd, obviously. And Piranha Plant, 7 for 6. Moves down to 35th. So it's a pretty close game there. But good to see Banjo getting through for the source. And obviously for our Ultimate Dream Team teams as well. As Makawewe has 3 fighters through. So it's all turning around for you now. Anyway, interesting fight here. Wolf versus Toon Link. Again, Toon Link, the second highest fighter left in the tournament after Wii Fit Trainer, versus one of the worst fighters in Wolf. Who here wants Wolf secretly? Nah, no one has Wolf, which was a pretty good choice. Unless he wins this tournament, then it's a mediocre choice. And quite a few people have Toon Link. Because Toon Link's so cool. Including our top team. Joint top team. But when life gives you lemons. And Jamie. And so does Magnum Condoms as well. Jaff moving up the ranks. Almost 4th. You're 2 points behind Star Boys. But Wolf is fighting like a beast. Toon Link is struggling here. He got hit by a banana. What? Why has Wolf not fought like this for the whole time? Toon Link well above 100% now. Wolf is looking the favourite to win here. It's another good hit there from Toon Link, who's not giving up. Picked up a bit of mine. Which, has he thrown it yet? He has thrown it, but has it landed? It has, down there, right in the bottom left. Who's going to fall into it? Toon Link. Oh no, Toon Link dodge. But it doesn't matter because Wolf wins. Oh man, so much is going on. Wolf now has 2 wins to his name. Still in 62nd, but like I said, progress is progress. Toon Link, another shock victory there. Is now 8 for 7, 34th. And Wolf gets through. Putting in a shift for the Cosmo Vipers right now. As he faces Banjo and Kazooie in the next round, which is going to be tough. But who's left in the... Oh, wait. We'll wait for Wii Fit Trainer to fight Lucas first. Because a lot of these fighters are, like, quite low ranked. Lucas, obviously, for the Shroom Dogs. And the last Cockadoodle dude in it. So, a loss here could be crucial. Because that would put the dudes on the same points as the Vipers and the Red Robots. Which, for the team tournament, if they all end up on a draw, it goes to who come where last time. It's the only fair way. Well, whoever has the most wins, actually, which would be the dudes. But then it comes down to who come where last time. So a win here for the dudes is pretty crucial if they don't want the Vipers and the Robots catching up. Or even the Fuels for that matter. The Fuels have 2 fighters through, so it's intense. And we've got Zero running around the arena, and it's causing We Fit Trainer some grief as Lucas hasn't lost a percentage yet. Probably will now though, as there's a blue shell in the arena. Taking 28 health. Okay, We Fit Trainer's fighting back. Showing what an improved fighter she's become. And Lucas is just doing his thing where he just sucks. Oh, that's a good attack. Okay. It's a good hit. Not quite sure how We Fit Trainer is holding on here. That little like wind cannon is keeping We Fit Trainer at bay, but she gets an attack. She's picked up a back shield. It's a really good fight actually. Okay, another assist trophy there for Lucas. We Fit Trainer hits the assist trophy, no messing. But it is aiming to attack We Fit Trainer, which it's landed. Not killed her. She's almost on 200%. And I still feel like she's going to win this. The jinx worked. Okay, so in a non-Ultimate Dream Team match, as no one had any of those fighters, We Fit Trainer finally loses 17 for 15, and Lucas gets through. Where is Lucas? 10 for 14. He's now 49. So Lucas is almost out of relegation, which would be bizarre considering how low he was. 49th now. So our top fighter at the moment is Banjo and Kazooie, who are 30th. No matter what happens here as well, Banjo, they are top. As we have a Limon versus Limon fight. Limon, who are losing points, trying to catch up with the Source, they're now 3 points behind. The Cosmo Vipers have officially gone first, but are on joint points with the Red Robots and the Dudes. So that's going to be really interesting for the third round, as we have 1 Robot, 1 Viper, and 2 Vipers, 2 Fuels, and 1 Robot. Interesting stuff is happening. How far away are the Fuels? They're only 2 points away. Whew. This is going to be interesting. Anyway, Shadow the Hedgehog. Have I got news for you guys on Shadow? Probably, you know. I reckon I can find that one pretty fast. Shadow. I found it. Takes out a green Chaos Emerald. Like I've got here. And uses Chaos Control to slow down time. I can't do that though. After a while, he freezes time entirely before leaving. Shadow the Hedgehog, everyone. Coming to cinemas for Sonic 3. And Falco is destroying here, but Peach has picked up an assist trophy that is causing a little bit of grief. But I don't know what it is. Actually could kill Falco. In which case he would be robbed. I think he's going to be robbed. He's robbed. No, he's still alive. No, he's not. He tried. Falco loses and Peach gets through. And Molly celebrating there. Only person with Peach, as she's now 58th. On her way out of D2. As Falco is probably going to fall into it. 9 for 15. Falco is 56th. So he is just above D2. Oh, imagine a tournament about Fox and Falco. It's crazy. Notice I did say Wolf there, bear in mind. Anyway, that's a bit of a dud match. Peach versus Lucas. Crucial for relegation, bear in mind. But this is a Cosmo Viper, Rosalina and Luma versus Cloud from the Fossil Fuels. And the Vipers could go very top here, or the Fuels could close the gap and be 1 away. It's going to be interesting. Got to be rooting for Cloud, as no one has Rosalina in their Ultimate Dream Team, which I know is usually bad, but let's just see what happens, guys. Roz has definitely got the jump on Cloud. He wants to not hang around that area. It's a good hit though. Picks up a jetpack. Oh, he's trying to get his limit break again. That was the thing that won him last time against Mr. Game & Watch. Oh no, I think he's used it. I think he's wasted it. And he's on the bad side of Rosalina at the moment. Does not want to get there. Come on, Cloud. There's a final smash there. is going to pick it up, surely. She hasn't picked it up. Cloud's picked it up. Is he going to use it? Or is he not going to use it? He's used it. He's hit Rosalina. That should be game. Cloud should be into the semi-finals. Shocking, bruh. Cloud is into the semi-finals. And Rosalina loses. Which means that she goes down to 45th. So she's pretty safe. Cloud, 13 for 14, is now ranked 41st. Where's Cloud at? There he is. Cloud, 41st. And what does that do for the ranking? So, the Red Robots at the moment are currently top, with the Vipers in third, but on the same points as the Fossil Fuels. So, things can change here. Now, the Fuels do have another fighter against the Red Robots. So, again, the Fuels winning here would cause them to go above the Red Robots. So, loads is happening in the team rankings. And the two top teams in the Ultimate Dream Team, when Life Gives You Lemons and the Karaoke Kings, I believe you guys have no one left. So, you're going to have to be stalemated for the day, unfortunately. Did Toon Link get through? Young Link? No. Lost against one of these guys. Snake. But Mega Drive, you've moved up. Jimmy, you're now in 5th. And boom, you're still in 11th, but you're 1 point off the pit crew, who have Incineroar and Snake. No, you don't. That's a lie. You have just Incineroar. And Cloud left. Ah, Rachel, you have Cloud left. That makes sense as to why Boom can't catch up. But anyway, I'm meant to be commentating because this is meant to be an excellent fight, and I'm not sure what happened there, but Snake has beaten Incineroar. Snake in the semi-finals. Now, this is crazy. 14 for 14. So Snake's in 37th. Finally, stuff is happening for him, right? Incineroar goes down to 42nd. And Snake, getting through for the Fossil Fuels, faces a fellow Fossil Fuel in the next round. And not only that, but it's also a Crystal League match. It's an Emerald Crystal League match, which, obviously at the moment, there is no one's fought in the Emerald Leagues. It just got reset. But what did I say? Oh no, I called it. I called it. I fucking told you that Snake would end up in an Emerald League match. And I bet you he wins. If he wins, that is shit. That is well shit. But Snake gets through. Oh no, sorry. Snake's not in the Fossil Fuel. Snake's Red Robots. Things change. He moved from the Fossil Fuels. So Snake is a Red Robot, who are currently first still, and the Fuels have gone down to 4th, so they was in 4th, so they're 3 points clear, the Red Robots of the Fuels now. But that would be a good fight in the semi-finals. Cloud versus Snake. That's 2 of Mega Drive as well, because you do have Snake. Cloud, right, Jimmy? Yes, you do. I'm in the ranks, Jimmy, with 2 semi-finalists, so a definite finalist. And can Banjo use the hammer to defeat Wolf? He can't. But we all want Banjo to win. We don't want Wolf to win. Boom. No, I'm not going to say anything yet. Because there is a Bullet Bill there. That's why I didn't say anything. Banjo is out. Sorry, Mac. But Wolf gets through. Wolf, the guy who hasn't won a single fight, has now won 3 in a row and is now 61st. He is still a way off of everyone else, but we see Banjo out for the energy source, meaning that the source have lost all their fighters. Wolf, what is going on? 61st. It's going to be a real unconventional winner here. And this, Lucas versus Peach, is really crucial for relegation. And then we go into an even more of a crucial relegation match against Wolf. So we've got one side that's really cool with comfortable characters who just, you know, are pretty sick. And this side is more of a survival match. But we have Lucas from the Shroom Dogs versus Peach from Gorilla Limon. None of these guys obviously have anyone through, as we only have through a Fuels fighter, a Robots fighter, and a Vipers fighter. And they are all within the top 4, but very close top 4. So this is just a sort of you know. Oh, Peach! Molly has Peach, so come on, let's all root for Peach. Who's picked up that Pokemon? I'm pretty sure that Pokemon does some killer damage. It does. I need to find out the name of it. I said killer damage, actually didn't do that much there against Lucas. Peach is still technically winning. There's a Pokeball landed there. Lucas has picked it up. I'm not sure what a Gardevoir does. Maybe this is a good time to learn. Because I know the name of the Pokemon and I've never known what it does. So, just got to find it. Gardevoir. Gardevoir wanders the stage and generates a passive shield that reflects projectiles. I did not know that. So, we've learned something new today. Reflects projectiles. Come on, Peach. She's struggling, she's struggling. That's a good hit on Lucas though. Oh, great hit from Peach. They both go over 100%. There's 20 seconds left. Lucas has picked up a hammer, but he's not going to be able to jump over to Peach. So as long as she stays there, she should be alright. She's going to go over there. Thought she was going to go over again. No, she's gone. Yeah, smart. The computer works. 5 seconds left. She's got a special. It's too late. Far too late. Sudden death time. Come on, Peach. No, Lucas has won that. No, he hasn't. Oh my god. Peach does it! That was an excellent last fight there. Oh, not last fight, you know what I mean. Peach, 8 for 14. Moves up, doesn't move up. Still in 58th. But she is almost to a safe point if she gets one more win. Which, against Wolf, is going to be crucial. Lucas is going to move down. Well, he's in relegation, but instead of avoiding relegation, he's going to go further down into it. As he's now 52nd. He has moved up 5 ranks though, and Peach has moved up 3, and so has Wolf. So that's going to be a really good fight in that next round. Peach versus Wolf. I thought I wouldn't be saying that in the semi-final, but here we are. Now this, the Emerald League Crystal match. I can't bear to see Snake win it for the Red Robots versus Cloud from the Fossil Fuels. 2 very popular Dream Team characters. UDT. Boom. You have both of these, and so does Jimmy. Yeah. So, Makawewe and Jimmy supporting are in the same boat here. Obviously, a lot of people have Cloud and Snake. Sorry to not bring you guys up. Obviously, King K. Rool rules. Rosie, you've got Snake. Who else? Couple of people. Tenement Chilies. Dard moving up the ranks with Snake. Who has Cloud? The Pit Crew. Rachel with Cloud. Ash with Cloud. It's all very close, basically. I don't know who's going to win. Cloud is dominating at the moment, though. He's going to almost charge up his limit break. He's charged up his limit break. He's used it and missed. Right. That item that Cloud has picked up is a stock item, so it would give him 2 lives. And at the moment, he can't use it. The level's far too small for it. He's actually chucked it in the sea. That is some swag from Cloud if he wins this. He's like, no, I don't need that. I don't need that. And at the moment, it is close. Cloud has his limit break again. It doesn't matter. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, man. Oh, that's painful. That is so painful. So, oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay. So, Snake gets his first Emerald Lake match. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'll be dying. He's now 33rd, obviously. Cloud, 13 to 15, goes to 42nd, but Cloud seems safe and will fight another day. Whereas Snake, oh man. So basically, if you've not got the gist of why I'm cracking up, it's because Snake only needed one more Emerald League win. And then Simon went and won it in the last Alpha League tournament. So if Simon hadn't done that, Snake would have won an extra 5 points. It's painful. It's painful. Anyway, Wolf versus Peach. Molly obviously winning the last tournament with Marth. Could Team Nuggets get another win here if Peach gets through? Or will it be Wolf, who... I know no one has Wolf, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of like Team Wolf. He got through! So Peach is out, so buying a t-shirt can only get you so far, is basically the news there. Whereas Peach, 8 for 15, goes down to... stays in 58th. But this is crucial for Wolf, who I didn't see getting this far. Is now 59th and could escape. Could very well escape D2 and make his way into the Gamma League. Did not see Wolf get into the final as he faces off against Solid Snake. Okay, as for team ranks, the Red Robots and Cosmo Vipers are first and second, so whoever wins this will be first. I think. Yes, 100%. So if Snake wins, the Red Robots will be first. If Wolf wins, the Cosmo Vipers will be first. Remember, the Vipers did win last series, so if Wolf wins here, that'll be a huge shock. But also, Snake's had a terrible tournament. I can hear everyone at home. Let's see you as Snake in the Ultimate Dream Team. I know I've said it a few times, but Rosie, you needed this climb to make your way closer to first place. Mega Drive with Snake. Chode with Snake. And Makawewi with Snake, and Tenement Chilies with Snake. But so much is this is going to really change up the Ultimate Dream Team now, with a few unlikely fighters doing well. And it's close. It's this big level. You know it's going to go to sudden death, right? Always does on this level. But some damage has been taken, and there's a minute 13 left. Good hit there from Snake. Wolf lands into a mine. Is that a mine that Snake laid? Snake's so tricky. Yeah, there it is. Laid another mine. That's hitting Wolf for 6. Can Solid Snake prevail here? If he does, Ultimate Dream Team will be very close. Who is where? But Wolf is fighting so well. Wolf, where have you been? Snake, where have you been? Good attack there from Snake. Does some serious damage, but... no, this level's too big. Wolf isn't dead yet. Oh my god, edge of the seat stuff. They're both well over 100%. They are both vulnerable, but this level is so big. Snake just laying mines. Is Wolf going to land on it? He's dodged it. He's dodged it. Like a ninja. Good hit there from Wolf. can still kind of see that mine. Is it active? I don't know. There's 15 seconds left. Are we going to see a winner? Both of these fighters deserve to win this. And Snake loses, and Wolf, out of all the fighters, wins. Tourney number 7. Snake, did yourself justice there, mate. 15 for 15 is now 37th. But Wolf, who hadn't won a fight all series, has gone on to win Beta League number 7, and he's now 58th still. But he is on -6. But we'll have a look at that in a minute, obviously, because there's one tourney left, so it's going to be really intense now to where fighters go. But that means that the Cosmo Vipers are now first. Sephiroth's team of the Cosmo Vipers. So that's Sephiroth. That's, I've forgotten, Villager, Meta Knight, Chris Pratt, Fox, Rosalina Luma, Wolf and Richter are currently top. And considering they had such a change up last time, it's incredible to see them that high again. So well done to the Cosmo Vipers and Wolf. Who knew? Despite the fact he is not Ultimate Dream Team character, it is a pleasant surprise to see him go through and pull out a win. Good on you, Wolf. Let's go over to the archives, because obviously lots changed there. A lot of unpredictable fights happened, and that was a killer tournament. That's all I can say. That was a killer. Okay, guys, in an absolutely bonkers tournament, we're going to try and cover everything now, so let's see how we get on. So, for the fighters' overall rank, I'm not going to focus on the top, because not really much happened. A lot of the top fighters failed to do any good today, so let's focus on the bottom and what's happened, because remember, there's only one tournament left for the Alpha League and the Beta League now, so all those fighters have got very slim opportunities. So a lot of these rankings are obviously from last Alpha League as well. So like Pikachu going up and stuff like that from the last Alpha League. But we have Solid Snake going up 4 ranks. We're finally getting to a final, coming second. Incineroar, Cloud moving up 9 ranks. So he's come out of relegation, which is incredible. Same as Rosalina. Look how far down they were. +5. Lucas, +5. This is the crucialness of winning at this late stage. Mr. Game & Watch has gone up 1 rank. Still those Alpha League fighters in relegation there, so they got a win. There is a 1-point gap. You see that between Wario and Roy. Wario's on -4, Roy's on -5. So it shows that, you know, if Wario gets a win, everyone else is going to have to follow suit, basically. And there's a couple on -4. Dark Samus and Ken, 2 of our brand new fighters. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a really close tournament. Fox, Corin moving down 2, Falco 1, Jigglypuff into D2 tier now, which is the newly added rule that if you end up in that tier, you ain't going to be in the Gamma League. You're going to go straight to the Delta League, which some people listen to. Like Wolf, who's moved up 6 ranks, was the worst fighter, not winning a single fight this whole series. But he has moved up. He's now an 8 for 14 on -6. So that's like 2 wins or so away. It's so close down there, where just even winning a tournament, not getting any minuses, or even winning a few fights could literally save you. So the next beta league is going to be so interesting. Peach as well. Well done to get a few wins. She's now the same as Greninja and Duck Hunt, but it looks pretty bleak for young Link, who looked like he was going to have a good run. Roy the Boy, who... Poor Roy the Boy. Poor Roy the Boy. He's doing better than Diddy Kong, who's doing even worse. So, yeah. And then, so just to cover it one more time, sorry to keep going over it, but D1, 8 fighters will enter the Gamma League to get back into the main leagues with these 8 fighters. So there's 24. The top 8 get drafted into teams, and then the remaining fighters go into a tournament with the remaining Delta League fighters, which is those 3 at the bottom and anyone in D2 tier. So lots of changes, but I think it's necessary because, like, fighters, like, joking all aside, like Inkling, Sora, even Chrom and Bayonetta, we've not seen the likes of, so it'd be good to have some interesting opportunity to see them maybe. Even like in that top tier, Pit. I don't think Pit's fought yet. Kazuya, you know, so many of these fighters, Hero, Joker, that we've not had the opportunity to see. So hopefully that will change things. Terry, there's another one. But yeah, anyway, lots to talk about. Team ranking. I think this is well exciting. That's that the Cosmo Vipers went up 3 ranks and are now the top team once more with 2 tourneys to go. I mean, what a time. With the Red Robots in 2nd, the Dudes in 3rd, and the Fossil Fuels in 4th. I'm pretty sure that's how it ended last time, to be honest. I've not got my phone. I'm pretty sure that's how it ended last time. How am I going to find out? I don't know. I'll find out another time. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure that's how it ended, though. Crystal League. Oh, the good win there from Snake. In the most probably humiliating Crystal League match of all time. Snake getting his 5th win overall, but his first of the newly set Emerald League. In the Opal League, we saw Wii Fit Trainer beat Pyro and Mithra. Now probably putting Wii Fit Trainer as the favourite for the Opal League, as she's ranked higher than Banjo. Also Incineroar getting a win against Jigglypuff. Steve getting a win against Greninja. Everyone in the Ruby League is on 2 wins. Well, everyone who's got some wins anyway. King K. Rool. I know he only moved over, but he has none yet. And that was it for the day. Wait. I've not added one. Is that Lucas versus Isabel? So, Lucas also has 1 win. And Isabel's lost 4 and won 2. So, she could have easily won the Topaz League. Yeah. Edit as you go. Spartan and Warrior haven't changed. King K. Rool. Opportunities for Pyro and Mithra. Let's have a quick look at the Spartan League. Yeah. So 3 wins away are Byleth, Villager, Simon and Pyra from King K. Rool. But if King K. Rool loses his first, they'll only be 2 wins away. So he may not end the series on Spartan, which would be a bit of a robbery because I haven't changed the displays around the side for quite a while now, since like Sheik won. But anyway, Ultimate Dream Team. Lots of reds, lots of greens. Starting from the bottom, we've got the Wonder Boys, Team Nuggets, and Tenement Chili's Thud, all staying the same. The Thud is now on the same points as Nathan, who's moved down to 12th. Rachel from the Pit Crew moved down to 11th, with Boom, Makalaka, Makawewi moving up to 10th. The slow journey, my friend, but you're getting there, you're climbing. You're now 53rd and had a really good Alpha and Beta League tournament there. No movement there from Ash and Chode, but you are on the same points as SP, who's moved down to 7th, and only 1 point away from like 5th or 6th. So there is a big, anything could happen there. Even with Mac, you could end up that high. Jimmy getting a bit of a lead now in 5th. Magnum Condoms in 6th. Well done, guys, for moving up. Royb and Rosie there. Rosie gaining some momentum and getting a bit of a distance from Royb now. And she's only 4 wins away from the newly appointed first tie, which is Mr. Game & Watch and the Karaoke Kings. No, Mr. Game & Watch? What am I talking about? When Life Gives You Lemons. My good friend Jamie, who visited us once last series. See you series 3, maybe. Benny P from the Karaoke Kings, both on 68. So the record last series was 71. However, that was from scratch, so there was no Crystal League matches or anything. Like there was, but obviously it was building. So you've gained from having some previous history. So this would be a good estimate of what the score can get to. So, but on 68 at the moment, 2 tourneys left. So really close tournament there, guys. It's good to see so many people moving around. Sorry if that means moving down, bear in mind, but it is all very close. I mean, it's safe to say that a couple of the bottom teams won't win, but it is very close. And what a tourney. Again, gotta say well done to Wolf, right? Like, I hope you guys feel a little bit like, you know what? I don't care that Snake lost, Wolf won. That's a good way to live, you know. Good sportsmanship. So now, we have 2 tournaments left. 1 alpha, 1 beta. What you see there could be the final score that you will get. Unless your fighters do something. So, make sure you tune into those, because that is going to be very good. That Alpha League, we're going to see who becomes All-Stars. We're going to see who becomes pros. And we're going to see if the likes of Roy, DK and Luigi, I think it's them 3, can hold on and not get relegated. And of course, the final league, which will be the Beta League, where the fight for relegation is on, and the fight for King K. Rool to hold on to All-Star position. And who knows, maybe Pyramithra will take over. But also, after that, it's not the end, because we're going to Phase 4 with the Grand Championship, which starts with the qualifiers, where you've got the 8 runners-up of the Alpha League face off against the 8 winners of the Beta League. The 8 winners of that tournament go into a tournament, lots of fights, against the 8 winners of the Alpha League. And that is the Grand Championship. 16 fighters. So Wolf, bloody Wolf, could end up winning. Could be Grand Champion and could be relegated. However, I'm going to go back to something really quickly. Sorry, I will say goodbye in a minute. And that is that if Wolf... Okay, at this stage it's not that important, but it is in a way. So if it was to end now and Wolf become Grand Champion, he gets first dibs if everyone's on drawing points. So for example, Wolf is on -6, and so is Fox, who's ranked 54th. Now Wolf would go up to 54th if he won the Grand Championship, because they deserve that title, you know, for winning the best of the best, in a nutshell. Obviously it won't help Wolf too much, he'd still be relegated, but they do have that right to jump above everyone. No matter how many wins or losses there are, they will be above them. So Wolf could jump up. So by winning that Beta League tournament is giving him the opportunity to maybe get into the Grand Championship. So well done to Wolf. It's been a good tourney, and next time is when things start to get real.